Welcome, respected friends. Our six meditations, Vedic chanting, common sense thought, mantrocharana with dhyanam, Mangalacharana shloka, sankalpa, Upanishad mantra ucharana, Shwethashwathara Upanishad adhyanam with Adi Shankara Bhashyam, sixth chapter, Brahma Swarupa Lakshanas, Tatastha Lakshanas told, recognize that Brahman, discover that Brahman, realize that Brahman as the self, and thus get liberated from everything else. This is the only thing which all Upanishads again and again say. All the realized saints have reached, and therefore they are liberated. That is the only thing that is to be understood and done by us as the Adhyatmika sadhakas. Loka sevakadi vyaktitwas, let them increase in us or let them become beautiful, intense. So too, Parabrahma Ishwaradi Anugraha be on us always. Come on, let us start Vedic chanting. Rudram Namaka Prashna. 7 Anuvakas we have done yesterday. 8 onwards we will do for 5-6 minutes and conclude it. ॐ अथ वेदपारायणम् रुद्रप्रश्नः अष्टमोऽनुवाकादारभ्य ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय चारुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नम उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमस्तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः शस्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिगत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नम इरिण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ट्याय च गृह्याय च नमस्तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्याय च नमः पागं सव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः पूर्व्याय च सूर्व्याय च नमः वर्ण्याय च वर्णशद्याय च नमोपगुरमाणाय चाभिघ्नते च नमः आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो वः किरिकेभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहित येषां पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनां माभेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत् याते रुद्र शिवा तनोः शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृडजीवसे हिमागं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिं यथा नः शमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरं मृडानो रुद्रोतनो मयस्कृधि क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छं च योश्च मनुरायजे पिता तदश्याम तव रुद्रप्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षिदं मानो वधीः पितरं मोत मातरं प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीरिषः मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषिमानो गोषुमानो अश्वेषुरीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो वधीर्हविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते गोघ्न उत पूरुषग्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मे ते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूह्यदा च नः शर्म यच्छद्विबर्हाः सुहिश्रुतं गर्तसदं युवानं मृगन्न भीमम् उपहत्नुमुग्रम् मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निवपन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरा मघवद्भ्यस्तनुष्व मीढ्वस्तोकायतनयाय मृडय मीढुष्टमशिवतमः शिवो नः सुमना भव परमे वृक्ष आयुधन्निधाय कृत्तिं वसानाचर पिनाकं बिभ्रदागहि विकरिदविलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगं हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन् निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृधि सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्यां तेषागं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन् महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाः शितिकण्ठाः शर्वादः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाः शितिकण्ठादिवगं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः ये अन्नेषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथाम्बथिरक्षय ऐलवृधाय वृधाय व्युधः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति सृकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागंसश्च दिशो रुद्रा वितस्थिरे तेषागं सहस्रयोजने वदन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषभस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचेर्दशोदीचेर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु तेयं द्विष्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं वो जम्भे दधामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सु य ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु तमुष्टु हि यस्विषस्वधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वामहेशौ मनसाय रुद्रं नमोभिर्देवमसुरं दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजोयगं शिवाभिमर्शनः एते सहस्रमयुतं पाशा मृत्योमर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनान्नेनाप्यायस्व सदाशिवोम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Thank God, the Lord has given us the ideas of doing the Veda mantra chanting, doing the stotra chanting, doing the Purana chanting, doing the Upanishad mantra chanting. The Lord is guiding to study the Upanishad Shwethashwathara with Bhashyam, the Mandukya with Bhashyam. The Lord is making us study Srimad Bhagavad Gita with Bhashyam. The Lord is making us study Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana, and also so lucky we are to study Bhagwan Sri Adi Shankara Kritis. How fortunate we are that we are blessed even in this most extroverted, worldly, utter samsaric Kali Yuga also. These things are available and we are available to them and we are able to make it to the extent possible. They are all blessings. These things, how best they can be utilized. Our attention should be on that. Very happy to be in this mode. Still, lots more are required that all what we are studying or doing should be done with the heart and should enter into the heart, and that alone should remain. They are our next targets and goals. Whatsoever, but being in this beautiful, togetherness of study is a fulfillment in itself. Thank God, Bhagavan has given this A, B, C, D channel. Aham Brahmasmi Chinmayam Divine. Here we do the Parayanas, Mantrocharanas, Adhyanas, all of them, even another aspect of common sense thought, saying every day. Sure, the Lord will bless this to happen in such a good manner that many of the sadhakas jivas get ideas through this for their own better lives, outer and spiritual. Friends, Vedic chanting done. Second topic of common sense thought. In today's common sense thought, four important common senses, required ones. Four thoughts we are discussing, sharing. First one is what? In life, please be matured that whatever is inevitable, called as anivarya, recognize them. Whatever inevitable, anivarya, recognize them and accept them as they are anivarya. Don't think that it can be otherwise. Don't try also that it can be otherwise. Don't be in those imaginations, hallucinations that inevitable can be somehow changed or thwarted or avoided. That non-acceptance and that futile efforts are the ones which give us the added pain and added misery. So, what are unavoidable? What are inevitable? Na? Summary is only two things. One, things and beings will leave us and go. Two, we also, as a jiva, leave this world, leave this body, leave these surroundings, leave these people, etc., and go. It's only a question of time. है ना? है ना? अद्यवा अब्दशतान्तेवा मृत्युर्वै प्राणिनाम ध्रुवम. Adyava means this very moment or today. Abda Shatanteva, maybe after 100 years. It is today or 100 years later. Mrutyurvai Praninam Dhruvam. For all the prani, not only human, plants, birds, animals, even whoever are there in the upadhis in different lokas, for all of them it is Indradeva, the Brahmadeva, Rudra, every devatas will have to leave those upadhis and go. It is inevitable, isn't it? We try to avoid it. We try to not listen it. We try not to understand it. We never want to accept it. We always try to make it otherwise, isn't it? And which is not possible because it is inevitable. That's why all the pains in us, all the miseries in us, all the fears in us. Imagine, Koro, from the time I am born, I am thoroughly drilled in this thought that one day I will leave this body and go. When it is fully, continuously entertained, when really the time of departure comes, will there be any pain? Will there be any fear as we have now? मृत्यु भय जो कहते हैं लोगों को छोड़ के जाना है वाला भयम. It is inevitable. And with all dareness and courage, accepting that itself is a solution. And add all other beautiful things. That before entering to this body, also we were there. People were there around us, situations were around there, doings, gainings were going on, sukha dukkha. Leaving this body, also we will enter into another setup, another circumstance. The life continues till the Atman Brahman realized. See, these Anushangika are added. Then one more thing, I am doing better only, therefore I'll have better only life in future. And expect that to happen or come. Like the children, In the anxiety for the future, in the present, they are unattached. Be in that way, isn't it? Mrutyurvai praninam dhruvam. Inevitable. And before that, whoever are nearer and dearer to us, the things and beings and all, none of them stay permanently with us. Isn't it? Somehow or the other they have to. We call our children children. अब जब से वो graduate हो गया मेरे पास है ही नहीं वो. I only go to be watchman in his house once a year, 1 month, 2 months. Nowadays तो है ही. है ना? Be bold enough, be wise enough first to understand, bold enough to accept. And no more misery, no more fear. Don't be afraid. कोई मर गया न्यूज सुनते ही डरते हैं हम. है ना? Some weakness happens, some fall happens. Suddenly we get fear. यार मैं मरने वाला. What is there? You anyway I will die. Which time, where, how, within whatever way let it be. Whatever is destined, it will happen that way. How we can pray? Oh Lord, may this mrityu happen easily to me. अनायासेन मरणं विना दैन्येन जीवनं देहान्ते तव सायुज्यम देहि मे परमेश्वरा. If you pray fully, if your prayers are deep, and if you deserve, that will happen. है ना? So in this way, inevitables we must understand. We become old. All our bodily abilities get reduced. Isn't it? These are unavoidable. Just accept what is there. It's not first time, it's not only to us, it's universal. And to you and I, luckily we being Vedantins, the Brahman alone is Satyam, the Upadi is Jiva Bhava, Jagat, all of them are Mithya. Then how can it have any hold on us? Think about it. So first is understand, accept inevitabilities. Relax in that mode. Hmm? The senilities will come, the disabilities will come, the movement of ours gets reduced, and that also through proper exercise and all, जितना हो सके उतना खींच सकते हैं. Point one. Quickly we go through. Second is, we have to be again wise enough and matured enough and daring enough. What? To know that which are unnecessary in our life, which we can give up in our own safety, security, and miserylessness to avoid misery. What are the things which are non-essential? है ना? What are the things which are not so essential? We should know, and also harmful, isn't it? In the present, it may appear to be giver of some pleasure or entertainment, but later on, it's harmful. We have to be wise enough to recognize them and should have the courage, dareness, slowly to reduce. Again, there are also two things. One, our attachments to the things and beings. Second, our indulgences in bhoga, to be precise and to the point, unambiguously. Why search for words, newer and newer words? Why try to beat around the bush? Why hide? है ना? जब दही मांगने आए तो कटोरी छुपाने की जरूरत नहीं है, दिखा दो, लेके जाओ, दिया तो ले लो, नहीं तो नहीं. Same way, straight away. Our attachments are the ones which are the givers of dukkha. Love all but don't attach. Use all things which are required but don't get attached. That is with things and beings. Second is, the more we are indulgent with our indriyas in the world, quickly we become old, quickly we become slave to them. More and more the vasanas will happen, more and more the karma phalas will be formed. All that nonsense, keep on avoiding, reducing. Enough. The more we indulge in the bhoga adi, more we are deeper into delusion. That is to be reduced slowly, slowly, to be zerofied only. Avoid it. As the seekers of spirituality, seekers of the self, which is within us, for us though this is a must. isn't it? What are the non-essentials I am involving in moment by moment, day by day? Wise enough to recognize and keep on avoiding them. Okay. Now, the third thought is what? What are the things which have to be done with the best of our abilities and leave it to the Lord? That list also we must know. What are the things which we have to do with best of our abilities which cannot be avoided? As the inevitables and non-essentials, we have seen here also the inevitables to be done. Those things recognize and do to your best of abilities. In that come the list of one, maintaining our own Dehendriya Prana Mana Buddhi. They're all required. You can't avoid the body's health, its nourishment, nurturement carefully. उतना तो दिमाग बनता है. आप ठीक खाना ही नहीं खा रहे हो और हमेशा कमजोरी में हो. ओके तो पता नहीं मेरे को क्या हो रहा है क्या? You should know you're not eating well. That's it. You take proper food, you're fine. So too, why I'm growing in my weight, I don't know, sugar is सब बढ़ रहा है. अरे other than eating, you're doing nothing only throughout the day. Therefore, reduce it in the interest of the Sharira. So these are the things at the body level. You can't avoid them, isn't it? Doing some required, whatever the exercise is permitted for your health and age. Oh, it's a part of the life. उसको add कर लेना. Without health, we cannot do any sadhana, any dharma. And health is maintained with good and food and exercise for anyone. है ना? The great Mahabhaktas and Maha Yogis, for them, by Bhagavan's grace, Shariram me Vicharshanam Jihva me Madhmatama happens. Mahayogis also. If we are so, good, leave it. Don't worry at all. Otherwise, not a worry, but minimum concern should be there. We cannot avoid. In the same way, the other upadhis also of ours, it is our to be done thing with the best of our abilities. अब जितना भी करो फिर भी नहीं बनता है तो know that it's not in our hands. So too, our whatever minimum formalities that are required towards the world. Discretion होना चाहिए. According to that, those formalities or duties whichever are there, to the best of our abilities, we do. Sometimes they may be insufficient. Sometimes they may be full from our side, but the other party may not recognize. They may not acknowledge. So much of worry, anxiety regarding that can't be. Like I am doing this class. To the best of my ability, I do. This is my duty to you. No, after that, how much you have carried, you have understood, etc. What are your opinions? How much I can worry about? I can try to improve upon. That's a part of my maturity. But apart from that, what can I do? So too, you have taken care of children, grandchildren, सब दे दिया. आप उससे ज़्यादा क्या करोगे भाई? जितना आप में है आपने किया. Even daily basis पे भी, है ना? Sometimes what happens is we want to do many, but we don't have abilities. And we get worried. अरे abilities नहीं हो पता है ना? वो बोलो उनको मुझसे नहीं हो सकता. That's it. Straight forward. Not हम झूठ थोड़ी बोल रहे हैं. I can't do means I can't do. Whatever I can do, I have done this much. Out of attachments also, out of obligations also, out of the false sense of duty also, we try to do those things which are not in our capacity. We fail to do and we become miserable. एक एज का भी अलग अलग चीजों का भी हिसाब होता है. What I was doing 20 years back, now I can't do. ऐसे टू व्हीलर पे भागते हुए इतने स्कूल में कॉलेज में so much of running I used to do organize camps and lectures and seminars. What was done in one day? 8 9 schools I used to go, colleges, for various lectures or what you call Gita competitions or other things. Now if you tell me मेरे से होगा नहीं, I should accept it. और कोई लौटा दे मुझे बीते हुए दिन, दैट बेवकूफी है, वो होता नहीं. व्हाट टुडे यू हैव इन हैंड्स, दैट्स द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल थिंग. इफ यू से द बीते हुए दिन लौटा दे, then all the मूर्खता also of that time will come. All the nonsense also we did that time ना, फिर वो भी आएगी. सब nonsense. क्या भटक रहे थे, क्या समय वेस्ट कर रहे थे, all those immaturities also will come back. Asking itself is wrong. Drop all that nonsense. Today is beautiful for today. Tomorrow will be beautiful for tomorrow. Krishna Vasudeva. So, what we are saying is, what is in our capacity we do. More than that, let us not have any chinta. Everybody cannot do everything. Everybody will have to do something. Among that, very everybody, we are one body. In our one body, what was capable, we have done. है ना? मैं मेरे बच्चों के लिए ना 3 मंजिला बिल्डिंग नहीं बनाया, पड़ोसी ने बनाया. अरे यू मेड वन सिंगल हाउस, गुड. वो भी नहीं बनाया, बच्चों को पढ़ाई लिखवाई करवाई, वेरी गुड, दैट इज इनफ. अब व्हाट इज इन कैपेसिटी, दैट ओनली एनीबॉडी कैन डू. है ना? लाइक भगवान आदिशंकर और गुरुदेव और व्यास जी, they have done great thing but not infinite, no. Those upadhis also, whatever they could do, they have done, isn't it? Though it is very effective and to a great extent, but फिर भी कोई भी in the outer achievements performance complete infinite हो नहीं सकते. I can't do. But one thing is, I am honest to myself that whatever I have to do and I could do, I have done. See that? That's a beautiful thing. So, third one. First is, what are inevitables, unavoidables? Have the wisdom to know, has the courage to accept. Don't try to hide from them. And suddenly it happens, then मैंने सोचा ही नहीं था, पहले सोच के रखना था फिर. मैं तो सोच के रखा हूँ, एनी टाइम ओल्ड एज कैन कम, एनी टाइम एनी डिसीज कैन कम, एनी टाइम एनी हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन कम, एनी टाइम आई विल बी लेफ्ट अलोन, एनी टाइम आई कैन एनीवेयर आई डाई. Accepted and strengthen this acceptance, then nothing is surprise in life. Because होना ही है वो. Give this knowledge to your children. Don't afraid. बेटा तू जन्म लिया ना, तेरा उम्र 6 20 10 साल है, अभी तू भी एक दिन मरेगा. You tell him so that he is prepared right from the beginning. We are hidden right from the beginning only. But it is not hidden because you are seeing the people dying. This, we are in that conflict. A wise person is unavoidable. I know that the people will leave me and go. I know that I also have to sometimes change my priorities depending on my goals. है ना? Like in those school days, college days, बच्चों के फ्रेंड्स के साथ घूम घाम करते थे. आप भी, how many parties you have, kitty bitty party. अब now you became serious, sincere in your adhyatmikata. You can't. You have to tell them, sorry. What to do have changed now. My convictions changed. My pursuits changed. I can't be the same like earlier. बोलना पड़ता है कि नहीं? If you are wise, if you have decided to give more time to your sadhana, they have to accept it. You are saying, नहीं नहीं तू तो मेरे साथ इतने घूमते थे, मस्ती करते थे, क्या हुआ, छोड़. They have to accept. So too, others also will change, leave and go. We have to accept. Point one. Point two, what are the things that are unwanted, unnecessary, avoidable, which are the causes of variety of luksan or problems. Two things we spoke about them, attachments and indulgences. Now, the third one is, what are the things which we can do to the best of our abilities and leave the rest? One is maintaining our upadhis, second is our formalities. To the best, isn't it? Oh, हर दिन के हिसाब से भी होता है. Like the house making, when you have to make that दाल चावल सब्जी रोटी बना दिया, हो गया, अब ज्यादा चिंता मत करो. You can do only that one. You can't make 10 items every day. They may demand. नहीं होगा, नहीं होगा, that's it. Like that. Okay. But the fourth point is most essential among all that. The fourth point is what? What are the things which are compulsory, urgent, most urgent, but highly neglected in our life. If we are really wise enough, we focus on that. And our wisdom is really real, we will understand it also. And we have even that courage of conviction, confidence, we give more priority and importance to that. And that is what is the subject matter of whole day what we study the Shastras. To put it in one sentence, trying to know the self and know the self and be the self is the most important, most urgent thing than anything else because that alone gives us moksha from everything. And funniest is what that is what we keep on postponing. That's what we think उसके बिना हमारा चल सकता है. अब imagine करो मेरे दिन में we go and meet the people. We allow the people to come and meet us. We spend with them the time. 1 घंटे के लिए जाके 4 घंटे बैठ के आते हैं. बस टहलने घूमने जाते हैं हम. कुत्ते को लेकर जाते हैं. How many things we keep on doing in a day and not do this most important thing of sitting at one place and analyzing the Vedantic Jnanam, understanding it thoroughly about our real identity. Therefore, give up all non-positive or non-anatman and identify the self. वो हम इसको वैल्यू नहीं देते हम as if it is not required. That's the highest of the delusion. What is the highest of delusion? What is most important and most urgent is postponed. And those things which just have only one effect of binding us, they are given importance. Anything I am doing is doing for the upadhis. That strengthens my jiva bhava. To realize the self, they all have to be given up. If they have to be given up, why do you take up? Then that which is to be taken up, the inner journey, if not now, when will we do? It is done now only, no? See the way we are deluded. कान को खुजलाते हैं आधा घंटा है ना नाखून को साफ करते हैं 1 घंटा you understand that in this way our time is wasted our identity with upadhis only is maintained and we are not strengthening our knowledge about self or meditating for the self. You remember yesterday the most important topic in our life at present we are studying in Gita. What Bhagavan Krishna spoke to Arjuna about Moha Kalilam is this only. कि जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट सेंस ऑफ अर्जेंट है वो हम नहीं कर रहे. That I have to realize the essential self. Is there any way other than knowing the self for the liberation from the not self? अब देखो. But are we giving importance? सारे चीजों को छोड़कर सिर्फ यही करना है. That is the maturity wisdom. That's the meaning of sarvadharman paritejya mamekam sharanam. Everything without any hisab kitab of our own age. अरे इतने उम्र में तुम्हें उसको पास जाकर उससे खुशामदी करने की क्या जरूरत है. ये काम करने की क्या जरूरत है. हाउ कैन एनीथिंग बी इम्पोर्टेंट एज फॉर आध्यात्मिक साधका other than the seeking of inner self, isn't it? Even this pravachana giving to me also is in a waste. Only the one who's recognized the self inside should do this work, isn't it? Anything else is justification. That's proof of our delusion. We are deluded. That's the meaning. What are you doing? I am contemplating on the self to realize you are wise. What are you doing? Million things you tell. Other than this, you are deluded. Mudhamate Govindam Bhaja. Sanite Kale Samprapte Dukrunkarne Nahi Nahi Rakshati. See that? How many times that sloka we heard? But did it make any meaning in our life? That's what illusion. That's what immaturity. And all of that is because non-thinking, not taking the things seriously which have to be taken. Because we have The company of our own mind, which is a stupid one, most important, and we also have the company of people around us, that type, and that's by our own choice. Let me prepare my mind to be so positive that it always gives me positive company. So to let me avoid all that company around, which pulls me into worldliness. You have to be ruthless in this regard. And let me be in that company who continuously inspire me to discover the self. Nothing other than that. अब नहीं तो आए थे हरिभजन के लिए हर चीज कर रहे हैं अदर देन दैट. दिस फोर्थ पॉइंट इज मोस्ट क्रूशियल. What is that most urgent? Have we recognized? And are we doing it? है ना? They are Nachiketas. They are Gautama Buddhas. They gave up the kingdom. They gave up all responsibility, dude, everything. Oh, that is called Lord Rama, who is getting that knowledge from Vasishtha ji in the evening class, Yoga Vasishtha. मैं सब छोड़ा, मुझे परमात्मा चाहिए, अभी चाहिए बस, उसके लिए और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. भैया ऐसा तीव्र जिज्ञासा, ऐसा तीव्र मुमुक्षुता है तो ही we will do efforts due, then only the efforts will give result depends on efforts we have to put single pointedly. This tivrata, if it is not there, we just time pass, spiritual information gatherers, even that information is not with us, है ना? लाइक हमारे घर में थ्रू न्यूज़पेपर और थ्रू द गेट some pamphlets, some people keep on throwing. We don't even look at it. सर्वेंट को कहते तो निकालो क्या है. साहब इंटरनेट के बारे में हमको है ना, भाई फेंक दो, देखना ही नहीं. और कुछ कोई नया शॉपिंग मॉल खुला है नो. सेम वे आवर लिसनिंग ऑफ वेदांत इज जस्ट लाइक दैट, साइड पे रख दो. एंड सो सीरियस वी आर, so intense we are, quite deep we are in involving in all non-essentials. That day when we realize it and start changing ourselves is a golden day. And it has to become so natural, effortless, and habit to us that always I'm in that mood. Don't you see the people? Somebody in the mood of writing poetry, somebody in the mood of directing a movie or a serial, somebody is in the mood of improving their economy, somebody is in the mood of desha bhakti, somebody in the mood of some sports or arts. बंदा पूरा अपना जिंदगी उसी को दे देता है. एग्जैक्टली वी हैव टू डू फॉर द सेल्फ. नहीं तो फिर जिए वाला संसार जो अभी हम झेल रहे हैं, दैट विल कंटिन्यू इवन आफ्टर डेथ इन द नेक्स्ट लाइफ. You cannot say it's okay to me. You are wrong. Ruthlessly, you are wrong. A guru who loves us, he will tell us like that. He won't give choice. तो अदर गुरु से ठीक है, तुम्हारे मर्जी है, जैसा करना है करो. वाडी जैसा करना है, जो सही है वही करो, जो करना है वो करो, क्या बात है. भगवान थ्रू आउट गीता टोल्ड अर्जुना व्हाट इज टू बी डन, व्हाट इज टू बी डन, व्हाट इज. ओनली व्हेन ही हैड द फुल कॉन्फिडेंस that this fellow is taught fully well by me and he received also at that last point may to respect Arjuna's wisdom, Bhagavan only once said, Arjuna, now you do what you want. That's not a freedom or choice given. No, it's a confidence of Lord that this fellow will not decide wrong now because he is equipped. Because I gave the best and he best way received it. थ्रू आउट द गीता भगवान तो कुरु कुरु करो करो ही कहा उन्होंने. चॉइस नहीं दिया अर्जुन को. How can a choice be given to an ignorant fellow? Now he has become wise after 18 chapters. He cannot do other choice. Therefore, he is given choice. इसमें कुछ intricacies होते हैं. No, I'll not go into them. Many. One I talk. कि if I am not spiritual, I am troubling the world. Therefore, the Guru and God will not give me choice. You have to be spiritual. Otherwise, you will be a demon to the world. So, in the interest of the world also, I have to be spiritual. Therefore, spirituality is the most compulsory thing. Isn't it? How I become a liability to the world if I am not spiritual? As you are to your children. that you only live life as a dehosmi and you teach that only to the world around you. You become a bhogi and you tell that is the way to live life around. Spoiling the world. Every non spiritual person is spoiling the world. Full stop. He is a liability to the world because he is making the world non spiritual, materialistic, bhogi, jiva, upaditadatmya, samsari, a competitor, a fighter, a criminal, a devil he is creating himself and around. These many negative consequences which we are seeing are all there because of only one reason, that we are not pursuing the self. इसलिए जगत के वास्ते भी हमें स्पिरिचुअल बनना ही पड़ेगा. Therefore, there's no choice. If I'm not spiritual, I talk nonsense of non-spirituality to others. अच्छा खासा बंदा, if that fellow had gone to somebody else, he might have got that spiritual knowledge, and in our company he is spoiled, like our children. If they are born in a good family of spiritual values, उनको सारे सिख मिलकर बचपन से वो लोग साधु साधक बनते थे. So unfortunate they are that they are born to us, that we are teaching them only money, only bhoga, only out extrovertedness. It may appear to be ruthless and crude, but that's the fact. That's a fact. Every child is an unfortunate if the parents don't teach him spirituality. There cannot be alternative thought. You cannot change this fact. My children are unfortunate that I taught them so many things other than spirituality. And when they were doing other things, I encouraged them, I supported them. And that's how I passed all my stupidity to them. And why this all happened? Because I myself am not spiritual. In this regard, I really salute, appreciate, and thank my father, mother. They never taught any time outer thing. कभी केयर ही नहीं किए. I was, if I look back all those years and days, those days are frustrating. Well, others are telling so many things, their children and taking care of their. मेरे पापा एक बार भी कोई सिनेमा क्या कोई घुमाने भी ले गए नहीं मुझे. एक बार भी नहीं ले गए. It was never in our life. That means he never made that worldly. At that time, it felt कि all fathers, parents take their children सिनेमा नुमाइश घुमाने ले जाते, बीच में घुमाने ले जाते, होटल में खाना खिलाते हैं. ये सब भोगी तो है. I'm really happy that it's never made. And any Mahatma coming, take to that satsang. वो होता था. It was so frustrating, but that's what now helping us. So, what is most important, most urgent? Recognizing it, accepting it, fully focusing on it, pouring out all our abilities only for that is the highest wisdom. Don't have choice in it. You have to have it, I have to have it. Right now take up संकल्प. Right now start involving. And अब से करना शुरू करते हैं तो 2-4 साल में वो नेचुरल हो जाता है. अब उसको पोस्टपोन करते जाओ, पोस्टपोन होता रहता है. Nothing important to me. My Upanishads, their study, contemplating. That's it. That's how the Chaturmasa Dikshas, the monthly Dikshas, to begin with, the people who have understood it, they do. Through that, they get habituated. What is the habit? 24 घंटे. They are only in the Atma Prapti Prayatna. Atmanumukti Prayatna. That's the meaning of Sada, Sada, Sarvada, Sarvada. अब ये समझकर करने से होता है भाई. नहीं समझना है, नहीं स्वीकारना है, ना शुरू नहीं करना. So when will it happen? Why will it happen? So the four things: inevitables, avoidables, manageables, and compulsions. Inevitables, the old ages, deaths, and deperiment. Avoidables, the attachments and indulgences. Manageables, our upadhis and duties. And compulsions, right now I have to sit only for one goal. है ना. नॉन एसेंशियल को एसेंशियल बनाना छोड़ के मोस्ट एसेंशियल को इमीडिएट एसेंशियल बनाना. Imagine any of such examples. Heavy traffic we are caught up in, and heavy rains are also there. All the side the landslides ki chance. What do you think? Yeah, jald se jald from is Jamela. I should come out and go and to my home, which is the place of safety. Don't we think it when we are lost in traffic, lost in jungle, lost in landslides, lost in heavy rains? Now, this whole samsara of ours, is it not like this only? Have we not understood it? Then, what is the safest place, the home, other than being the self? अब इतना उपनिषद पढ़ के इतना तो दिमाग खोलना चाहिए भैया. Which is the safest place for us other than the real self identity? With the identity of the upadhi, you can never avoid the janma, jara, roga, mrityu. These are all like those traffic jams, those landslides, the heavy downpour, those floods and the tsunamis. They're all sukshma tsunamis. They're all stula, you know, at the grass level. These are all internal. Which is the way? Where is the place where we go? We can say, no, I'm safe. Only in the spirituality. Think about it. Right, friends? Today's common sense thought, four thoughts may be helpful if we use them. Thank you. Now, the third meditation is shloka. So, today we will do the Buddha Graha Mantra Ucharana. Okay, Buddha Graha is said to be the most beautiful of all grahas. So, yesterday we saw Mangala, the other day we saw the Soma. So, today Buddha. Straight away the mantra, it is Priyangukalika Rupena Pratimam Buddham Saumyam Saumya Gunopetam Tam Buddham Pranamamyaham. Tam Buddham Pranamamyaham. To that Buddha Graha, physically seen there in the horizon in that orbit, but functionally, effectively, all over the world, his influence is there, and Devata Swarupa with so much of power to maintain, power to bless. To that Buddha Graha, I am saluting. Who is he? Priyangu Kalika Shyamam. Priyangu is the Kadamba Vruksha. Kalika means the Kadamba Falaka Kali. Shyama means the green color. So the Buddha Graha is said to be in that pale green color like that of the bud of a Kadamba Phala, of the Kadamba Vruksha. You might have seen that. Priyangu Kalika Shyamam. Then Rupena Apratimam. There is no Pratima comparison to him in the beauty. Buddhagraha is said to be most beautiful. Rupena Pratimam Buddham. And the next one is so sweet. Saumyam. Most Saumya. Most soft. So you see the Shani Graha dosha, you see the Rahu pakad liya, Ketu pakad liya, you say Kuja Graha pakad liya. Very less we see that Buddha Graha pakad ke pareshan kar raha hai. So Saumyam. Then Saumya Guna Upetam. He has got all the Saumya Gunas of love, tenderness, kindness, Kshama, etc. So to that Buddha Graha I am saluting. Correct? This much enough? Now feel that Buddha Graha in the heart and the entire world is blessings and he is there in his orbit. Let the mind have those thoughts and with utmost prayerful devotional way chant the mantra. Start. Om Priyangukalikasyamam Rupena Pratimam Buddham Saumyam Saumya Gunopetam Tam Buddham Pranamamyaham. Om Priyangukalikasyamam Rupena Pratimam Buddham Saumyam Saumya Gunopetam Tam Buddham Pranamamyaham. Om Priyangukalikasyamam रूपेण अप्रतिमं बुधं सौम्यं सौम्यगुणोपेतं तं बुधं प्रणमाम्यहम् ॐ प्रियङ्गुकलिका श्यामं रूपेण अप्रतिमं बुधं सौम्यं सौम्यगुणोपेतं तं बुधं प्रणमाम्यहम्। ॐ प्रियङ्गुकलिकाश्यामं रूपेणाप्रतिमं बुधं सौम्यं सौम्यगुणोपेतं तं बुधं प्रणमाम्यहम्। ॐ प्रियङ्गुकलिकाश्यामं रूपेण अप्रतिमं बुधं सौम्यं सौम्यगुणोपेतं तं बुधं प्रणमाम्यहम्। ॐ प्रियङ्गुकलिकाश्यामं रूपेण अप्रतिमं बुधं सौम्यं सौम्यगुणोपेतं तं बुधं प्रणमाम्यहम्। ॐ प्रियङ्गुकलिकाश्यामं रूपेण अप्रतिमं बुधं सौम्यं सौम्यगुणोपेतं तं बुधं प्रणमाम्यहम्। ॐ प्रियङ्गुकलिकाश्यामं रूपेण अप्रतिमं बुधं सौम्यं सौम्यगुणोपेतं तं बुधं प्रणमाम्यहम्। ॐ प्रियङ्गुकलिकाश्यामं रूपेण अप्रतिमं बुधं सौम्यं सौम्यगुणोपेतं तं बुधं प्रणमाम्यहम्। ॐ प्रियङ्गुकलिकाश्यामं रूपेण अप्रतिमं बुधं सौम्यं सौम्यगुणोपेतं तं बुधं प्रणमाम्यहम्। ॐ प्रियङ्गुकलिकाश्यामं रूपेण अप्रतिमं बुधं सौम्यं सौम्यगुणोपेतं तं बुधं प्रणमाम्यहम्. Friends, in our these meditational chantings every day, my suggestion, recommendation is every devata we remember and pray only for one thing, that our Paramatma Anubhuti Marga Sadhana should be unobstructed and immediate. May all other distracting vasanas, sankalpas, thoughts be totally eliminated and single pointedly with all sense of duty, responsibility, and urgency. O Lord, bless me that I seek only the reality. I am suggesting, I am doing it for me. You also do. Anything else asked, it will be given, and that's the problem. So, He Buddhagraha Paramatma, your Saumyata, your Saumya Gunatva, your Shaktis, Kripa Karuna, shower on me. What do you want? Only one thing. That having gained which, everything is gained. Having known which, everything is known. Having reached where, everything is reached. That alone is the essence of all Upanishad Vedanta. O Lord, by your grace, I am studying every day. I cannot do injustice to what I am studying by asking the opposite thing. So whether it is Navagrahas, whether it is Matarani, it is Ganapati, Vishnu, Shiva, Rudra chanting we are doing, anything it is, keep on asking only for this, only for this, only for this, by which our desire for that also is strengthened. Jignasa Mokshata. Every Lord we are asking only one thing. Therefore, if not one, the other one will bless. Or each one will bless us the way they can. Finally, our knowledge, our conviction, our commitments to realize the self grow theoretically, practically. And somehow, everyhow, anyhow, we cannot leave this body without knowing the self. ये है हमारा पक्का कमिटमेंट. ओ 10 जन्म लगेंगे, 20 जन्म लगेंगे, all that is in different context discussed. All of them now have to become secondary. Primary is I want in this very embodiment the realization of my essential self. In every Shastra, Mukti is said to be Jivan Mukti in this very Sharir. जो नहीं नहीं कर सकता है, जो निकम्मा है, उनके लिए कहा जाता है अगला जन्म करके. वही अगला. Why not everything is settled in this very life? So ask the Buddha Graha Bhagavan only that. Thank you. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purva. ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्य ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् ॐ सुकृतेऽधिकृते ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदम् ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद् गुरुभ्यो नमः। सङ्कल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्तिविश्व आध्यात्मिकप्रगत्यर्थं धर्मसंस्थापकानां निरन्तर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्णादिमन्दिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरन्तरशास्त्राध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुविघ्नसमूल निर्मूलनपूर्वकभारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिकैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थमस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रतिभक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्मसाफल्यार्थमनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययनसाधनाप्रयत्नमध्ये कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः अद्य शङ्कर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओं नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहं। पारायणं पञ्चमोऽध्यायः 789। ॐ गुणान्वयो यः फलकर्मकर्ता कृतस्य तस्यैव स चोपभोक्ता स विश्वरूपस्त्रिगुणस्त्रिवर्त्मा प्राणाधिपः सञ्चरति स्वकर्मभिः अङ्गुष्ठमात्रो रवितुल्यरूपः सङ्कल्पाहङ्कारसमन्वितो यः बुद्धेर्गुणेनात्मगुणेन चैव आराग्रमात्रो हि अपरोऽपि दृष्टः बालाग्रशतभागस्य शतधा कल्पितस्य च भागो जीवः स विज्ञेयः स चानन्त्याय कल्पते। Yeah, that is enough. Now the षष्ठोऽध्यायः द्वितीयो मन्त्रः। ॐ येनावृतं नित्यमिदं हि सर्वं ज्ञः कालकारो गुणी सर्वविद् यः तेनेशितं कर्म विवर्ततेह पृथ्व्यप्तेजो निलखानि चिन्त्यम्। Such a deep mantras, all inclusive mantras, very comprehensive. If only we have the patience, the ability to delve deep in them with that persistence or consistency. Now the second mantra, Gunanvito yah falakaram, sorry, Yenavrutam nityamidam hi sarvam Jnah kalakaro Gudi sarvavidyah तेनेशितं कर्म विवर्ततेह पृथ्व्यप्तेजो निलखानि चिन्त्यम्. इसमें what we are doing, the two stages. First stage, every word meaning and shloka meaning we are grasping as a base. With that base, again now we are truly studying it with Bhashya. With our earlier study, we become familiar with mantra and words. And with Bhashya, we thoroughly understand it. Straight away we can study Bhashya also. But just to feel a feel of it, we are going through the Pada Artha Tatparya. Then Bhashya Artha Antarartha. In that, we have seen two lines. Anna? Yena avrutam nityamidam hi sarvam, exhaustively we saw. Nyaha we saw. Kalakaraha we saw. Guni, yesterday we were there. That Paramatma is Guni. All three gunas are his own Shakti. Okay. Second is Guni always is said or not said, said to be Sadguni only. When a human being is said to be expected to be with Sadgunas, how can Ishvara be Durguni? So why not Sat? What is added? Only Gun is said. That is enough. है ना बेटा तू गुणवान बन काफी है ना कहना दैट इंक्लूड्स इट्स सदगुणवान ओनली चलो दादाजी ने कहा मुझे गुणवान बन उन्होंने स्पेसिफाई नहीं किया इसलिए मैं सब दुर्गुणवान आई विल बिकम विल देयर बी एनी मीनिंग टू दैट इंटरप्रिटेशन सो टू भगवान गुणी मीन्स ऑलवेज सदगुणी second meaning first is all trigunas are under his control through trigunas as an Ishvara, he alone is expressing as Srushti Sthiti Laya Karaka, which was said in the first mantra. Second Guni means the Sadguni. The third meaning is what? Any guna belonging to anything. All of that again have to be of him only because he is substratum of all. Therefore, even Durguni also he only. What is that Durguni? Why that Sadguna Durguna? That is in the play of the world, the two have to be there. One has to be opposite to the other. जब द्वंद्व होगा और द्वंद्व एक दूसरे से ऑपोजिट होगा तभी जाकर द शो द प्ले ऑफ द वर्ल्ड लीला विल हैपन therefore durgunas also belong to him that's why you saw in one of our Vishnu Sahasranamas not that which is given by Bhishmacharya but the one given by Brahmadeva to Devatas to meditate on the Vishnu in which Skanda Purana we have उज्जैनी महाकालेश्वर का कहीं पढ़ा हमने वन ऑफ द विष्णु क्षेत्र में रहकर विष्णु उपासना करो करके द ब्रह्मदेवा गिव्स विष्णु सहस्रनामा टू देवतास in that Hiranyakashipu, Duryodhana, all of them names also come. It's very was very surprising for me when I studied, but then it's understood at that time. है ना? Basically, from the play standpoint, everybody here only has to be. But in the play, the good triumphs over bad, that has to be shown. Bad is a liability to others, that is shown. We have to be good, not bad. Though the bad qualities also are by Bhagwan's कृपा only. See देखो इसको समझने के लिए भी अलग मेच्योरिटी चाहिए है ना if only the good is God, bad is not God, then God is not infinite then, isn't it? Because something other than God called as bad is there. If something other is there, it is not anant. If it is not finite, infinite, it is finite. If it is finite, it is perishable. If it's perishable, where is godliness in the God? जो शांत है वो भगवान कैसे होंगे भाई? That way seen, all gunas are his own. But for us, we have to take up Sadguna only. Like in the Amritam also Paramatma, in the Visham also Paramatma. ऐसा नहीं कि फिर विषम को हम पी लेते हैं. Think about it. In the cow also there is Paramatma. In the tiger also there is Paramatma. But we don't do the tiger का पालन तो नहीं करते ना. We do the cow only. You can't say both are Paramatma. Therefore, I will take tigers and lions as a pet animals to me. It will eat you or anybody who comes. Isn't it? Are you understanding it? Little subtle. This is how, as we become purer, we understand things in their comprehensive manner. You know? Like a sword has both jobs of cutting somebody's neck or cutting enemy's neck. You can't use it for the first purpose. Or a chakku. नहीं नहीं इससे हम काट सकते हैं लेकिन you can't. It can but it should not be. All bad also Bhagwan only. But that should not be practiced. Why that bad then? That's a play in the world. Common sense is what? Good is good only when in its contrast there is something bad. नहीं तो वैल्यू नहीं होता गुड का. That is in the play of the total, two things, both of them are there. But for us, we have to from the bad to the good to the mastery of the gunas, up to the gunatita paramatma tattva we have to reach. देखो कौन सी बात किस कंटेक्स्ट में किसको कहा, वी हैव टू हैव विजडम टू अंडरस्टैंड. So Guni explained. Next is Sarvavitu, that also explained. He is knower of everything as himself, not like us that we know the things through the thoughts and as something other than us. Thereby, toward those things, we have some or the other opinion of Ragadvesha leading to samsara. Paramatma knows everything as his own self. Therefore, he has pure love, not as any ragadvesha. Therefore, Lord with everything is never a samsara because everything is for him himself only. Sarvavit. Sarvam Atma Rupena Vetti. Okay. Next one. Today we have to see this one. Tomorrow we'll see with Bhashyam, same mantra. What is today's discussion? Tena ishitam karma vivartateha. Little attention you have to give, patience you have to have, conscious you have to become to listen and understand what Shwethashwathara Rishi is saying. He says, Tena, by that Paramatma, Ishitam, ruled by, governed by, Vivartate karma. The karma gets vivarta. Okay? So, karma is not action. Karma means the object on which the action falls. That meaning of the word karma. So what is that on which the action falls? By Ishvara's Ishanatva, fourth line में कहा पृथ्वी अप तेजो अनिल. So all these Panchamahabhutas and Dhanmatras are already Bhagavan with his Maya Shakti makes them appear. That itself is the first Ishana of Paramatma. That the Maya Shakti, the Mahatattva, appeared as the Tanmatras Panchamahabhutas. Correct? Now, these Tanmatras Panchamahabhutas, without themselves changing, remaining intact, go in the making of the entire world of Rupanama. That without itself changing, still going into the making of the various Rupanama, that aspect is called Vivartanam. Like the mud without changing appears as pot. That's called Vivarta. Therefore, by the Ishvara's Vivartana, the karma means these Panchamahabhutas Vivartate, without themselves changing, appear in the form of the entire world of names and forms. Both cases. One, when he purely himself does the Leela, actually that alone is final, which was already answered, even by Vasishthaji to Rama. Second is what? You and I as Jiva, when we do our karma, for that karma, we have to get the karma phala in the form of various shariras, various vastus, isn't it? All of them also are made by the Panchamahabhuta Vivarta only, isn't it? Then to which Jiva for what karma, which sharira, and which loka, and which object he has to get? That also by his Ishanam. So Tena Ishantam Vivartate Karma. Means by his Ishana only the Panchamahabhutas appear as the entire Rupanamatmaka Jagata, point one. And by his Ishana only to you and I the Jiva as the Karma Phala, which Shariras have to be given, which Vastus have to be given, all of also Ishita decided by him only. So tene shitam karma vivartate. What is that karma? The last line, Prutyap Tejo Nilakani. Prithvi, Bhumi, up water, Teja, fire, Anila. Yesterday also we saw this. The air, Kha means Akash. Prutyap Tejo Nilakani. Nityam. Oh, sorry, Nilakani and Chintyam. Chintyam word yesterday exhaustively explained. This is what we have to think, contemplate, understand. And to Rama's question, कि how many jivas are there, is each jiva ananta, etc. Very ruthless, direct, final answer Vasishtha is there, said was, एक जीव भी मिथ्या है, तो what you talk about अनेक jivas? When the jiva himself is midya, how can there be any his sankalpa? If at all is there, only Mahajiva, that is Ishvara, therefore in this universe, anything happening at any time is by Ishvara only. That is the Tena Yeshita. That's why in one language we are told that we are all Katputli in the hands of the Lord. इसलिए हम जो भी हमेशा करना चाहते हैं होता ही नहीं वो. Why? In that Ishvara's permission is not there. और कभी कभी बात अपने आप ही बनता है without our thinking. Means the Ishvara's will function through us. That's why what Ishvara wants us to perform, know it through Shastra and live only that. That's why we are told about the Varnashrama Dharma as given by the Lord through Shastras to be known and to follow. We have freedom only to follow what Ishvara says us to do. We have freedom, but follow that. Not using that freedom or misusing that freedom, we are against the Ishvara Leela. That's why we are punished. What is dukkha? It's a proof. Like what is disease? It's a proof that something against the maintenance of the health of the body we have done. That's a disease. Whether it is wrong food or less food or no sleep or excessive sleep, कुछ भी हो, हमने कुछ किया इसलिए हमारा easiness displace हो गया. That's why it's called disease. In the same way, we are miserable means we have worked against the will of the God. That's a wrong choice taken up. Don't take it up. We are miserable at the Upadhi level because we are not in tune with the Lord. Therefore, be in tune with the Lord and avoid misery is the solution. Don't ask question, but why and all. That question you have to be asked. यानी कोई आके मेरे को पूछते हैं स्वामी जी मैं क्यों बेवकूफ हूँ अरे दैट आई हैव टू आस्क यू isn't it? How can you ask me? I have to ask you. Why are you stupid? It is you. You have to tell. So too, why I am acting against will of the Lord and creating chaos to me and the world. That I have to ask you. You have to ask yourself. It's not you have to ask other element. And the best answer for that question is there is the right way of acting. You just keep doing it. That's the solution. है ना? Applying this solution is always solution. Without that, how much और theory you want to understand, but why? जितना भी जवाब दो उसका फायदा नहीं. जवाब है ही नहीं है क्योंकि सवाल ही गलत है. What is right, you must do. Full stop. But why there is wrong? Why I am doing wrong? Why people do wrong? This is a meaningless question and useless question. थोड़ा subtle है ये point. I know everybody will not catch it. That's why the need of Shraddha Sharanagati. To all the why questions asked by the stupid mind, only one answer. My Guru told, that's it. My God told, my Shastra told. बात खत्म. हम क्या करते हैं? These stupid answerless questions of the mind we give importance and the great guidance of the Guru and God we shut it down. A wise person does it other way. He understands the entire problem is in the mind only. Mind itself is problem, especially with questions and ashraddhas. Only solution is what my Guru, my Shastra told, that's it. At that time, he owns the Guru and Shastra and they teach him more than his own mind and its projections. Disown the mind and objectify the mind. Know the mind in this way to be the Shatru. Don't listen to it. The Shreya Bilashis are our Guru and Shastra. What they said, just do it, full stop. ये सब चर्चा किस बात पे चल रहा है? It's not a meaningless चर्चा or non-contextual. No. Here, when it is said, तेन ईशितम विवर्तते कर्म प्रत्यप्तेजो निलकानि नित्यम असर चिंत्यम वो चिंत्यम की बात हम कर रहे हैं. In that also, is the jiva has an independence to do whatever he wants? Yeah, only that which Ishvara tells. If he uses that independence to do opposite, that's what is shown in the form of misery. So to avoid the misery, he should stop doing it. That is the answer. He should do what is right. That is the answer. But why I am not able to do right, why I am doing wrong, these are all the signs that we caught up in our mind. जैसे कोई काम कर रहा होता है ना, सोचते रहते, इतना बेवकूफ होते हैं हम। सोचने से कुछ नहीं होता, करो 1 मिनट में हो गया काम। है ना, घर साफ करना और 3 दिन से सोच रहे हैं, 2 मिनट में डिसाइड करके कर दिया, इट्स ओवर। दिस इज अ फनी माइंड। Everywhere it is so. Anyway, a lot of it's a psychology is there in it. Spirituality is very much in it. But main thing we have understood it is Ishvara's Ishvaratva, that the Panchamahabhuta named karma go through the Vivarta, thereby they become various Rupanama as a Leela for the Ishvara or as Upadhis for the Jivas. Therefore, no Dehendra Pranamana Buddhi in their appearance, functioning, and disappearance are independent of that Ishvara's Ishvaratva. All of them are functioning under His. That's how मैं देहेंद्र प्राणमन बुद्धि वो किस तरह का है वो कब गिर जाएंगे सब मैं ईश्वर जानते हैं. Okay, and that Ishvara we pray, O Lord, give that knowledge to me also so that I am tuned to you and I use these upadhis only to serve you and keep them away and reach you. A pure Vedanti with clear understanding, things like this. Okay, so in this way, येनावृतं नित्यमिदं हि सर्वं ज्ञः कालकारो गुणी सर्वविद्यः तेन ईशितं कर्म विवर्तते प्रत्यप्यतेजो निलखानि and all these things chintyam. Only when you contemplate, you become sharper, subtler to understand the truth hidden in them. Yeah, same shloka, we'll spend some 20 minutes or so to study with Bhashyam tomorrow. Then we go to third mantra. Om, 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 Om. Om 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 Purnamada Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Tat Sat Brahma. Cyclone effects, whole thing is dark even at 10:30 now. Lots of rains from yesterday. Okay, come for Gita.